120 and 5 to our year, gotta be liquors, 92, 86, 8, 86, 8, 125 and 130. No, I got 130, I got 125, 86, 8, 92, I got 86, 8, 92, and 125,000, I got 130 and 35. Then no further ones, 130, I got it, and I'm more 130, I beat 35.
Hi, my name's Clive Lazarus. I'm a director of Park Village Auctions and been in the business for 39 years. I'm a registered estate agent. I'm an appraiser to the Master of the High Court, and I value earth-moving properties and various types of assets for on behalf of financial institutions and liquidators. Park Village Auctions was established in 1983, so it's our 39th year in business, and hopefully next year Park Village Auctions will be celebrating our 40th anniversary. Well, I originally started as a valuator and appraiser, and I did my articles to my dad, who was a valuator and appraiser at that particular period. And having done the valuations for banks and for various liquidators, we decided, my brothers and I decided that we're going to take it to the next level, and we opened up Park Village Auctions in 1983, and we started our first auction. Ironically, for me personally, it hasn't been an individual that's been my mentor. It's been more on company. My mentors have been watching the Barrett Jacksons, the Anaheims, the Sierras, the Sotheby's, and I think that every single day you learn more and you gain knowledge from the auctioneering industry, because it's changing every single minute of the day, every single day learning from various auctioneering companies and learning and just admiring and every day finding out some more methods and new technologies. Now, auctioneering is an art, and it's, especially since COVID, I think you've got to be abreast of what you're selling. The auctioneer definitely has to do his homework, and he doesn't stand on a stool and just start selling, because I think you've got to know what you are selling. You've got to know the value what you are selling, and you've got to be able to control your crowd. You've got to be able to make it a fair deal for buyer and seller, and you've got to do your homework. I mean, still today, we get butterflies, and all our auctioneers, if you stop getting butterflies in your tummy for a particular auction, you've stopped. You've got to be able to every single day learn more. Park Village Auctions, the highlights is being appointed for the big liquidations in the bazaars of the Guptas, Solid Doors. We sold the Mabulang precinct in property. We've done a lot of the major liquidations, but I think for me personally, my highlight is more than an auction. It's trying to sell a business as a going concern. I mean, when we sold, and just an example that just came to mind now is Solid Doors, that you sell the entire business, you create employment, that the people of Hammanskraal, all people had their jobs. We sold it to another door manufacturing company, and they took over the staff, they took over the factory, they took over the production. Park Village Auctions have got various categories. We in the property business, we in the farming business, we have a branch in Bloemfontein. You know, there's a saying, you cannot be a master of all, and you've got to have people that are expertise in the mining field, in the property field, in the earth-moving field, in the motor vehicle. For me personally, I really have to read a lot, know what you're selling, and if we don't know, we hire people that's specialists in this particular field to ensure that our auctioneer gets up and he is aware of what the value is and what he is selling and really what the amount he should expect, even in a depressed economic climate. Park Village is national, so we have branches in Gqeberha, PE, Bloemfontein, KwaZulu-Natal, Durban, a lot of branches in Johannesburg, Pretoria. We are national, so we are all around, and we've got experts in our various departments who specialize in various, for example, Bloemfontein specialize in farming. We do have people that have different spheres of speciality. I think for Park Village Auctions, the accomplishment is really being able to work with various financial institutions, being on the lips of big financial institutions and liquidators. I also think the accomplishment is also that the buyer and the seller has to be, the buyer must leave a little bit wounded and the seller must leave a little bit wounded, and they say that's the good deal. You want to have a fair deal for every person that we'd like the dealer to make his money, and I think you've just got to be fair and transparent to all parties concerned, and I think that's a very important aspect in this particular business. At Park Village, if we do know something, we're not here to catch somebody, and I think that it's very important that the auctioneers that are all registered at the South African Institute of Auctioneers are not there to take somebody. I think you want a longevity of business, that the person comes back and let him make his money. It's good for him to make money. He creates more people. So it's got to be a fair deal for everybody. I think that's one of the most important thing, and keep your ears open, and no one's bigger than the game. I joined SAIA because I think that there needed to be a regulatory body, and I think it's very important, as said, that people do have complaints and have an organisation that will listen to complaints and does give the buyer a little bit of comfort, knowing that the auctioneering company concerned is not a fly-by-night, and he's not really out there. He's not there to catch you. And I think it's very good. I also think that there's transfer of skills, and I think it was time that South African Institute of Auctioneers could transfer these skills to the youngsters of today, and as a regulatory body, I think it was very important.
Number 145, first, second, third, final time at 145,000, subject to buyer number
is 1031.
1031.